Peace, love, and light. I just did the Healers event tonight, and it was different. Different from the other events, well, the other healing events I went to, as far as the prosperity ritual, because I think I called it a healing event. It's the same. It's the same thing because they do the sound healing Sundays after they do the healing event, but it's called Healers Alchemy. But the prosperity ritual was different for me tonight. I would say the event overall, but the prosperity ritual was different for me. It felt very liberating to do the chant that we do during the ritual, and I really can't explain it other than I felt the energy coming up from my root, and I was just being guided to focus on my root and speak from my root when I say the chant, and it just felt more powerful that way, and it just allowed the energy just to rise and to come out of me in a different way. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It's something that you would have to experience, but it was definitely different. But other than that, it was also different because it felt like there was an energy present that needed to leave, and it was just made very obvious at this event because I covered this in a video that I recorded, but I haven't posted it yet, so I don't want to like give too much of it away. But supposedly there was some type of spell on me, and it was not allowing me to get all the things that were supposed to be meant for me in life, such as like certain gifts that I have and certain wealth that I'm supposed to get. But something I learned was like in becoming like an entrepreneur or becoming someone who is independent, you have to literally face the energies that are present that are like standing in your way, in the way of your wealth or your gift or whatever you're trying to accomplish in life. You literally have to face that on a physical level, and it's not just like a mental thing. Like you literally see it, but when you see it in the physical, you can deal with it a different way. You don't have to deal with it like you're fighting something imaginary, because it becomes solid, it becomes physical. And since it's physical, you can choose to respond to it differently. And that's what happened to me tonight. Tonight, there was someone at the event that represented something that happened in my life that was very pivotal in my life. It changed the way my life was going at that time. Like, I went from a state of not knowing to a state of knowing in a matter of in a matter of, I want to say, days. Like after knowing this person, maybe even the same day, but I want to say days after, because it wasn't an immediate effect. I noticed something when I met them, but it wasn't an immediate effect. It was something that happened more after the fact, and it led to a bunch of things that happened after that were not expected of my life. And maybe one day I'll come on here and give my life story, but it really changed the path of my life. And they were at this event, and I hadn't seen this person in years, and I've never seen them at any event that has ever been in Atlanta other than the one that I met them at. And that wasn't even an event. It was one that we had agreed to meet up on and to, connect with. And seeing that person tonight and going through the thing that I went through with my I don't know what to call him for. I don't know what to call him, but this guy that I met on Instagram, that he does like readings and stuff like that, and he was telling me about the spell that was supposedly cast on me or whatever. And saying that the person would come into my life and they would apologize to me for whatever they've done to me. But even with them telling me that, I didn't feel like I needed that, because I'm just not at that place in my life. Like, maybe before I would have been at that place where I needed something like that, or I needed to hear something like that, but I'm not there anymore. I don't care about something that happened years ago. I'm focused in the present. And being in the present, I have to focus here. It's not about there. And it's not about denying that it happened, because I'm very aware that it happened. I'm still facing the effects of what happened back then. But at the same time, I understand now that it's more about being here than it is about being stuck in the past, worrying about all the things that happened to me. That's not what life is about. Life is about being in the present. What can you do now to affect your future, or to do something to help you enjoy your present in the future? It's not about being stuck on the past to recreate the past, because the past is the past. It just has to be where it is. Of course, that energy needs to leave, and that energy has to leave, but it's not something that one should dwell on. And that's not what I want to dwell on. It's not what I choose to dwell on. It's not what I'm going to call back into my life. And I don't want that energy in my life. So even at the event, even though I'm a very forgiving person, and if the person had came up to me and said something to me about whatever we went through in the past, and would have asked me for like some type of forgiveness, I would have forgave him, but I wasn't gonna like focus on that. I focused on what I came there to do, which was to be at the healing event and enjoy the healing event, and to converse with the people that I know and the people that I enjoy in my life and that I want to have around me, or the type of people that I want to have around me. Because even the people that are around me, they represent energies that I want to have around me. And it's not necessarily saying that they won't be in my life in the future. It's just saying that they represent something greater than their vessel, which is a good thing, because that's the type of energy that I want to manifest into my life in the future. Then I want to keep those people around, so they can attract more of those type of people into my life. And that's what I really want to do. But I don't feel like I needed anything from that person, even if that's not even what that person represented. But I will say that it is a weird coincidence that this person showed up to this event right after that spell was lifted. I will say that it is interesting. And even though it didn't happen in 3 days, I do think that it is somewhat related. I don't know what relation it has, but I do think it's related. And I can't say that that's the person that actually cast a spell on me or anything like that, but I will say that it is very interesting. But other than that, I feel like tonight was a really good night. Like, my energy was different, like, during this event. Like I said, like, every sound healing event that I go to is different, and the energy feels better, because when you go into something, your consciousness is different. Even if you're experiencing like similar things, something about it will be different enough for you to have some type of transformation while you're there. That's something I love about the Sound Healing Sundays, and I'm thankful for Amir, and I'm thankful for Kofi, I'm thankful for Nick, I'm thankful for all of those people. But I'm thinking of names, but I'm thinking of Twitter names. I mean, not Twitter names. I'm thinking of IG names as well. I don't want to say IG names, but I'm thankful for everybody that put in their energies. I'm thankful for Tassili, because she is over the Healing Alchemy event, and she has the I Am Ascension Temple, which is hers as well. But I'm thankful for her for putting on the event, because I would have never met some of the people that I've met in my life right now. Well, I can say that, but I probably would have, who knows. But I don't think I would have met them the way that I met them if it wasn't for her. So I want to say that I'm thankful for meeting Cecilia. I'm thankful for meeting all the people that came into my life after going to the initial event that I went to, which was an event, I think it was a Natural Mystics event that I went to. That was the initial event that I went to that was connected to this. That everything happened after that. But even before that, there was the Ancestor Call, which was a very, very interesting event. It was the first event that I went to in the West End, and it was very, very interesting. But other than that, I want to say that I love you, and I hope that you have a great day. 11/11.